All right, the goal is to clear the air in Metro Atlanta. State Representative Eric Allen is proposing legislation to regulate the use of cancer-causing toxin ethylene oxide.
A plant that uses ETO is located in his backyard of Cobb and Fulton counties. 11 Alive's Elwin Lopez spoke with him before hosting a listening session with residents earlier tonight.
State Representative Eric Allen says he plans to introduce 4 pieces of legislation on ethylene oxide here in Georgia and says his goal is to keep people safe. And for companies like Sterigenics and BD to be held accountable. One of the pieces of legislation Representative Allen thinks will have the most pushback from those companies is the plan to have 24/7 monitoring of the amount of ethylene oxide that is emitted from the plants.
The way I've explained it is it's almost like a body camera for a police officer. If you're not doing anything wrong, all it's going to do is help protect you, But if you're not doing what's needed, then it's going to be used as an instrument for us to do corrective actions as far as how we regulate and keep our communities safe.
And we spoke to a few people following the listening session held here today, and we'll tell you what they have to say coming up at 9.